Hey guys, this video is about how to select books for your toddler. Sam's 2.5 and we're having a lot of fun reading at night together, but I know that there are specific things that I should be looking for if I want to choose books that will help him learn how to read in time. There are three things I'm looking for when I choose books. One is large font, so it's easier for a toddler to read. Two is few words and not too much information. Three is a separation of text and pictures. So I'll show you some examples to help this make more sense. So this is a book that Sam loves, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. This is a nice book for traveling, but the font in here is too small. A toddler cannot read this font, and an inability to see the font is why 2-year-olds can't commonly read, but 5, 6, 7-year-olds can read. If your child can see the letters and they're big enough, they will be able to learn to read even if they're only 2 or 3 years old. So I love this book, but I generally try to look for books with larger letters. Second is having few words is better. This is a book by Little Einsteins, and we love this book. It has lots of information about animals and great photos and interesting information. Sam likes to hear us talk about the information in the book. Hi, can you go water the strawberry plant, please? Okay. My criticism of this book would be that there is a lot of information. It's difficult for a small child to not only see the small lettering, but also because there's so much information, it's hard for them to pick all of that up, and there's lots of distracting pretty pictures. So as far as teaching Sam how to read goes, this is a book for fun, but not for teaching him how to read. This book is a great book by Sandra Boynton. I find that her books follow some of the rules I'm looking for. Firstly, the text is very large. It's very easy for a 2.5-year-old to read this word, and when I say fuzzy, 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 he has the auditory input of hearing me say fuzzy, 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 and also the visual input of clearly seeing that word repeated. So the words are big, the information is simple and short, and also the text is on this side and the picture is on this side of the page. So there's a separation of these two things. So this is a good example of a book that is good for a toddler for learning to read. Now, that said, any book that your toddler likes to hear you tell them stories or read them or anything, any of those books are great. I'm by no means saying don't read your child a book if they like them. Sam loves Fox and Socks, and it doesn't follow the rules. You know, the font could be a bit bigger, but it is separated, but there's too much information. I mean, I don't overanalyze this if we're just reading books at night, but there are a lot of benefits to having large font that is not too much information with the font and the photos on different pages. A really good way to do this is to make your own books for your toddler, and I will talk about how to do that in a separate video. I got the ideas about this mostly from the book How to Teach Your Baby to Read, and I think that Sam is really enjoying having some books in our book stash that have big letters, not too many words, and are separated from the main picture pages. So I hope that information helps, and happy reading.